Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have another trade recap. This time it's Frankie Montas heading to Milwaukee from the Cincinnati Reds. The deal actually was for Joey Weimer and Jacob Junis. Not noted here, but in other reports, that's who it was for. Obviously, surprised to see Joey Weimer go
Yeah.
from Milwaukee. He looked like he might have been in the future plans for them. He played most of the season last year, but spent most of the season at AAA. Jacob Junis out of the pen's been pretty good. Has a 2 ERA this year, so maybe he gets flipped by the time the deadline comes around tomorrow. But yeah, overall, Frankie Montas to the Brewers. Before we go and check how he fits in with the Brewers, what was your initial reaction to this one, Blake?
Yeah, for the Brewers, I thought it was a good ad, buy low candidate, right? Pending UFA, relatively cheap for what these relievers and starting pitching has been going for lately, right? This guy obviously has battled his injuries, missed most of the year with the New York Yankees. Kind of bet on himself this year with a 1 year deal with the Reds. Had a really good start and then took a comebacker off the right forearm and kind of hasn't really pitched to that same level that he did prior to the comebacker. But for the Brewers, right? Obviously, you got Freddie Peralta at the top of that rotation, and then you got Colin Ray, another couple notable other starters there. So yeah, he's gonna be a nice little add, I guess, to that back end of that rotation. They're not usually in the market for a splashy blockbuster type move. Obviously, they traded Burns last year to the Brewers and got some nice pieces back, Ortiz and stuff like that. So, yeah, I thought it was a solid move for the Brewers.
Yeah, absolutely. This year, Montas does have a 5.01 ERA, like you said. It has been not great as of late.
Yeah.
And he's not really striking out guys like he once was. So
Mhm.
only 78 strikeouts in 93 innings. He has walked quite a bit of guys as of late. As far as the payroll goes, for the Brewers, Montas does have an option for 20 million. It is mutual. I can't really imagine them picking that up at this point. Um, so yeah, I think this is maybe just a rest of the year type of thing. But who knows? Maybe they do pick it up. Maybe he pitches great down the stretch and earns himself that extension, that 1 year deal. Um, but yeah, I would like to see the Brewers do one more move. Obviously, they're at the top of the NL Central right now. Maybe a Blake Snell. I mean, we say they don't splash, but they do have the prospect capital.
Yeah.
And at that point, we saw it today with Jorge Soler. The Giants look like they're just trying to salary dump right now. So it might not take too much to get a Blake Snell, but I would imagine maybe some teams would come in with a little bit more lucrative offers than maybe the Brewers would for Snell. So obviously, it comes down to what the Giants would like for that. Other options, maybe a Tyler Anderson.
Yeah.
Again, that's not a guy that's gonna really blow up by anybody. It's gonna be more contact. Um, there are some arms that are available out there, but ones of note at this point, I mean, a lot have been moved today. So,
Right.
um, obviously they can always shore up that bullpen. It hasn't been that strong of a point. They did get Devin Williams back. He's
Mhm.
pitched 1 inning. He's just back right now.
Yep.
So they could shore up this bullpen. Maybe that's where they put all their chips into is creating a plan for that sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth type of inning and or those innings and try to slug their way through the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
obviously, losing Yelich potentially for the season, that's obviously a huge blow to this to this offense, right? I mean, that's a huge
yeah.
um hole to fill, especially if he's done for the year. So maybe they pivot and grab a bat potentially here. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up here before we wrap up.
That's a great point. Alrighty, guys. It's gonna do it for this one. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.